Not if it's not recording.
Oh no.
Okay, well now, starting now.
Hey, be really charming now.
Yeah. See, but I was smart enough not to record that stupid comment about ladies being pretty but not smart.
Yeah. No, you just re-recorded it?
No, because nobody knows what I said specifically. Okay, so let's get the glare off of it. Yeah. I'm going to have to work on the settings on this TV. But then I also didn't record all the goofing around with the audio stuff either, so I don't know. Okay, so there's not a lot more. So like I said, this is an underdrawing anyways, so
I think it's done though as soon as you do the underdrawing.
well, I might color this digitally too, I don't know. It's a portfolio thing. And I haven't decided if I want to do the other one in ink or if I want to paint it with black.
Mm-hmm.
Black wash or something. It'd be kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
The other one is supposed to be black and white. This one was supposed to be color. I might have to just paint this one because, but it would be monochromatic anyways for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I might, the background maybe would be a different tone, but the foreground, oh, that is really difficult to see, isn't it? That's kind of too bad. Should I re-show all my cool artwork that showed up well on the camera now that we're recording?
I guess so, because you didn't see it recorded.
Just the stuff that's laying here next to me.
It's like, by the way, look how cool I am.
Hey everybody on YouTube, look how cool I am. Ooh, these are just sitting on the desk. Just happen to have
the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That
just happen to
time to like look at it.
Happen to have these laying.
Too fast.
Happen to have these laying around. These are just little portraits, little 4x5 portraits. Here's one I didn't. Here's one I didn't show before. Deadpool.
Laurent wants to know if you would do any of the commission work on stream.
I could. Well, it's hard to do because I have a totally different setup over here. This is my old drawing table, and my new setup is over here in this room, and that's where I do all my paint stuff. But I could do part of it. I could do like the finishing part. Like I could do this part over here, the underdrawing, and then I could do like the finishing part probably.
Does the cords not stretch over there far enough?
To set the cameras up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be a pain to take all this stuff down, and yet the camera cords would stretch, but the microphone cord wouldn't. But I don't know where I would put the cameras.
You can hook one to this side of the desk.
No, because look at how short this thing is. It's okay. I could do all the stuff except for maybe like putting the paint on. But yeah, I mean, I could do some of the color work. It's not super exciting, I don't think.
Maybe a lot of noise from an airbrush.
Well, the thing that would make the most noise is the hairdryer.
Yeah.
Because I always dry my paints real quick with a hairdryer. But yeah, I mean, we can see how things go. I'm not trying to be a YouTube or Twitch sensation.
What?
Super crunk sensation.
No one thinks you're crunk. And no one would want to think that. No one would want to be crunk in the first place.
How do you know?
I know. Do you want me to ask some teenagers if they would like to be crunk?
No. Like, aliens don't really look like aliens until you get the dark with the reflective, the spectral highlights, all the little. That's when they really start looking more like they should. The other thing I was thinking is WhatsApp.
What?
Like doing WhatsApp streams.
Isn't WhatsApp the calling thing?
Whatnot.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what you mean by
Whatnot. Not WhatsApp.
Yeah, I was like, are you going to try to call someone in China, or what's your plan?
Bro, I'm super hip and super crunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what the apps are called.
Mm-hmm.
Whatnot streams. So like with these little 4x5s, like this one. Did I show this one already? I don't know if I did or not.
You have to hold it there for a count of 3. It's too fast.
That was at least 3.
No, it wasn't. Can't see.
1, 2, 3. So if you were on Whatnot, I don't know what you could sell those for. I know what I'm selling for on my commissions page.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 6x9, not a 4x5, but whatever. If you had a couple of those ready to go as auctions, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you're also drawing, working on something else that you could also, for the next stream.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It might be too much stuff. But you could sell stuff.
Yes.
On the stream.
Yes.
And make the big bucks.
But do a lot of artists use Whatnot?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, that's a thing on there, yes. I don't know if it's a lot, but yeah, there's people. That's what JD was telling me.
Mm-hmm.
My brother does Whatnot. He does toys, sculpture and toys and stuff. And he told me I should do it. And he's super crunk. You know my brother.
Your problem is that you're both crunk.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Orient says, well, first of all, while you're talking about being crunk, he wants to know if hair dryers make pages warped, and then says you need to be a good talker to make it on Whatnot.
You're telling me I'm not a good talker? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I think I'm really good at talking.
I think you have to talk like a auctioneer. Going once, going twice.
Yeah, JD doesn't really do that. I mean, yeah, I would. I've seen. I don't watch a lot of Whatnot. But yeah, I would agree. Like, yeah, people are real salesmen.
It could be like those ladies that sell like leggings. That's what
Why don't you do it for me?
What?
Why don't you do it for me?
I don't sell leggings.
Yeah, but you should do your voice. Your hey guys, your Instagram voice.
Yeah, why don't you do a hey guys voice?
I would not do well with that.
Hi guys, welcome to my stream. I'm so happy you're here.
Like I could do the work and you can do the talking.
Oh man.
Super hype.
I'm just getting to the playback of me saying that, and it sounds really annoying instead of cool, so I don't know. I have to get better at that.
Yeah, none of them sound cool. They all sound annoying.
No, some of those ladies sound really cool.
No, they don't. Maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. What about the hairdryer?
It's like, does it warp your...
Warp the pages? No. So, anytime that I do anything with paint, I tape it down. Tape the borders of the paper to a hard surface. And so, as you work with, water, then obviously the paper expands and gets the ripples, but then you dry it. You dry it and it goes back to what it was before when you take the moisture out, and as long as you have it secured down, then it goes back to flat. Or at least like this paper I like, this mixed media stuff. You can take quite a bit, and it still goes back to being flat. You can do water work on paper without taping it down, but it does get, that's what makes it get warped. But if you're okay with that, I just don't like that. Like when I go to work with colored pencils and the finishing process, like the detail stuff, I don't like the paper to have a topography to it, because it's harder to work in the details for me. But there are people that I've seen that just work straight without taping it down, and they're fine with the warp. And then after the image is done, then they take it and like put it under some books for a few days. But I don't like that.
Yes. And Orient says that on, what is it called again?
WhatsApp?
No, Whatnot. On Whatnot, they see a lot of artists just drawing, and then someone hypes them, up in the corner. But
like a hype.
I think I'm probably the wrong person for that.
Like a hype man.
A hype man.
You could do that.
No.
You have to adopt a new persona.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I have to adopt a new personality.
That's what I said, a persona.
Okay.
It's kind of the same idea. Yeah, no, I don't know. But like instead of having this camera on me, it could be on you. And you could like have your own little space over there where you're jumping around and like twirling stuff and
throwing things at the camera.
That's saying annoying.
And shake the camera and go,
yeah. What if we could get rich doing that? Then would you do it? What if that was our ticket to fame and fortune?
Do you think?
We could be WhatsApp stars. Right? Okay. Well, we're getting there. So, we've been on over an hour. Since we weren't recording.
But you were recording for what? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 13, 14 minutes. I guess it doesn't matter. What else do we have to do this evening? The dogs are fed, right?
Yeah. I have to eat food.
Oh, I know what I need to go do real quick.
I also have to memorize my lines.
For Whatnot? I mean WhatsApp?
What?
For WhatsApp?
No. Do you think that's what they wanted me to do on Whatnot, is tell them stories?
Isn't that kind of what it is?
But I have to tell stories about the artwork?
About how cool I am.
Do you think if I got a good start on Whatnot, I could get a hosting job on QVC, which is my dream?
That's not your dream. I've never heard you say that before, other than just right this second.
No, it is. I want to sell little porcelain dolls to people who have buying addictions.
Because that would make you feel satisfied as a human.
Yes.
It'd make you feel fulfilled in your life journey.
Yes. I like this song.
This song?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good...
It's getting me pumped up.
This is a cyberpunk dark synth playlist, Psychosphere by White Bat Audio. It's on YouTube. It's like an hour and 45. So like you could put this on while you were doing your workouts.
Which work? All of them? But I don't even know how to dance to this.
I'm sure you would figure it out.
Dance, monkey dance.
I asked Stefan if she wanted to be on camera, and she said no.
Yeah, maybe next time.
You have to work your...
Sloppy clothes.
Yeah, I'm sure. You have to work your way into it.
Yeah.
Well, the stream is a lot livelier when you're here. Otherwise, it's just me staring at the camera like this.
I'll have to see wait till it catches up to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks super cool.
Yeah, that looks good.
I think we're dropping frames. Yes.
Maybe like I can just have me running in randomly and like looking at it really confused and like animals walking in front of a trail cam. That's what I'll do in the background randomly at random times.
I dropped the bitrate again on that stream, on that OBS, and it's still... I think we're still dropping frames every once in a while. Too much pressure.
Yeah, it is too much pressure.
It's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like that. Yeah, no. I don't know. It is a lot easier to have somebody here. I mean, I can look at chat pretty quick on the TV, but if I don't have to look up, then it's easier for me. Well, these aliens are supposed to be kind of like... I'll show the whole thing here in a second. I showed it on the last couple streams, but I'll show it to this camera. You can see the whole thing. They're kind of supposed to be one shape. It's more about their silhouette. And then secondary to that, you start seeing some of the details on them. But a lot of their forms are in shadow, and they kind of, melt together into each other. And so I don't have to do a ton of this little tiny details, even though I kind of like doing that.
Orant says the middle alien is driving a race car, which is true.
Yeah.
It's an invisible race car, just like Wonder Woman.
She has an invisible jet.
Yes, I know, but I mean the same idea.
I'm not going to come on here if people make
That's
fun of me.
probably why the aliens are so deadly, because they do have invisible race cars.
I'm not going to come on here and do my cool drawings if people are just going to make fun of them. Yeah, there's actually a Frank Frazetta composition that I was looking at when I did this. Sort of. Kind of. And after I did the little thumbnail drawing for it, there's just something that's kind of weird about it, which is cool. It kind of, to me, suits. I don't know how to describe it. I want to say perverse. And the reason is because if you look at H.R. Giger's stuff, it's pretty wild. There's a lot of not safe for work content in his imagery. And so, like, anything that has, like, that, the alien stuff that shows him just doing kind of the typical, like the other drawing I have, it's sort of like the more typical, like, here's a grumpy alien with its mouth open kind of stuff. It's not as attractive to me as, like, the kind of perverse alien stuff.
That's nice.
Because that's sort of what they are supposed to be, and that's sort of what made them really creepy, and especially in the first movie. There's, like, a quality to it. It's not like, it makes it like a horror sci-fi instead of, like, just a sci-fi with these monster sci-fi. There's like this, and that's what I think part of the design aesthetic of Alien, because H.R. Giger was involved, and that was such an odd
person to choose.
Yeah, it's one of those things where that's, I think, what adds so much to the unique character of it. I mean, that makes my drawings sound like I'm trying to make it super important or something, but what I mean is, like, there's, I don't know, if you can get that quality to it, I just think it's a lot more of an interesting, kind of more like appropriate, I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, it's more correct.
Yeah, it just makes them seem kind of more weird and creepy. Creepy dark, Orange says. Yeah, I would agree. Kind of like there's something psychological about Giger's designs. And I think he used a lot of his dreams. I mean, he had some very odd, demented, but it seems familiar to me that he used dream imagery in his work.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I could be wrong about that, but that seems familiar to me.
It's scary. It's like my coworker when we went to dinner with her the other night, or whatever, with the group, her saying that she has dreams that she's chopping people up into pieces.
Yeah.
And I was very scared of her after that.
No, you
But
weren't.
the internet says that's a positive sign. It means you want to what? Like make change or
That you want to
reorient yourself or something like that. I don't know.
That you want to murder people.
I have never had a dream that I've been murdering or chopping people up into pieces or burying them in the ground or anything like that. But maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's what's wrong with me, is I don't have those kinds of dreams.
You'll have one tonight.
I don't want to have a dream where I'm chopping someone up. Or where there's an alien in it.
Might be your favorite. I don't know, that just seems familiar to me that I remember. But anyways, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a psychological element to the alien design that I think sets it apart too from, not that I don't know, there's just kind of a uniqueness, like Predator. Predator is a pretty unique design to all of that. And that could be, part of that could be, nostalgia also growing up in that time period, but like, there's just a quality to that stuff that you don't really see anymore. You see it every once in a while.
When have you been most horrified recently by something you saw? Huh?
I'm not going to tell you.
What?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why? Because it's like when I wake up in the morning or something like that?
No.
I think you took too long to say no to that. You're just like, no.
What was I talking about? I had a thought. Oh, the quality, yeah. I don't know. You see stuff like, what's his name? Denny Villeneuve. The Dune and that Blade Runner 2049. His stuff is always really cool. I really appreciate his, I think most people do, his aesthetic. And then like Blomkamp, Neil Blomkamp, District 9, District 9, Chappie, Elysium, those ones I really like a lot. Like his, I think he's really unique. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's over-processed, for sure too. But anyways, that's why I think Aliens, I don't know, they're one of my favorite designs, them and Predator, as far as like sci-fi stuff. There's a lot of it out there though. That's good stuff. There's a lot of bad stuff too, but I don't know. Anyways, Sid Mead, Warrant says.
Who is Sid Mead?
Look it up.
Okay, hold on.
These neck things are not correct. Go back and see. Some of the
cool vehicles, it looks like cool space vehicles.
Yeah, his stuff was that really high airbrushed. Let me see. Pretty sure I know who that is. Oh yeah, I know who that is. He died not that long ago, I think.
It says in the New York Times. Oh my goodness. So he died at 86.
What year was that?
I don't know, because they won't let me open the article. That's just like in the New York Times, which I can do, I guess.
I think I was actually looking at his artwork pretty recently, and I noticed, I don't know, I look at a lot of stuff. I could be wrong. Okay, how long have we been recording? Almost a half an hour.
Oh, he passed away in 2019. Okay, cool.
2019, yeah. That's relatively recent. Yeah, he was quite the concept artist. Super polished work, really. I'm slouching. I have my other drawing board set up so I can draw standing up. I actually like that quite a bit. I don't usually. Sometimes I'll do some airbrushing standing because it's easier for me. But I don't really do the like painting stuff standing up. It's too hard to like go back and forth to my little side table. But I do like to draw standing up better than sitting down like this. Maybe not necessarily at this stage where you're kind of doing the detailing, but definitely in the beginning when you're trying to get compositions and layouts and stuff to look right. You want to try to do the library thing?
Yeah.
We just don't have very many people on stream usually, so it's kind of hard to like ask. I mean, it'd be sort of
Ask them for like advice about what you should do. You mean?
Yeah, like run a poll.
Yeah. You could put it on Instagram first, and then maybe a few people on Instagram will tell you about a library superhero, or if.
Well, then that way.
Ornament knows about like if he were to have a library superhero, who it would be.
Or then everybody, and then everybody on the stream could split the prize money.
Yeah, which is like what, $25 maybe?
It's $30.
$30?
Yeah. Which is a pretty good deal for the library, considering they take the.
Yeah, I don't think we should spend too much time on it.
Yeah. I like to use those kind of projects as like practice, like experimenting with different. Like I have some new paints that I wanted to try. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you could like. It's a good opportunity to kind of mess with stuff like that.
Look at this guy.
What?
This super librarian guy who looks like he's going like dirt.
They just put an L on his chest.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to tell you a really un-PC story? Well, it couldn't be that on PC. Because it was a thing. This would have been in the... Well, it had to have been the 80s because I was only... Did I tell you about Seizure Man? Okay. Watch me first. Uh-oh. Is this the first commercial? Or did my phone die?
It's probably the end of the hour and 45-minute playlist.
No. It's not responding. I think my phone ran out of batteries. I need to switch to my other phone.
Yeah.
What is it doing? I was gonna... Maybe I got canceled because I was talking about Seizure Man. No, the battery died on my phone. So the rest of this, it's perfect timing. So everything's quiet for me to talk about my cool story.
Okay. Orant has to take off, so
okay.
You can tell your story to
nobody,
to the ether, and put it on YouTube.
I get my first
PC, whatever story.
It's not non-PC. It's fine. I just think it's funny that like I don't know that they would do that. Well, maybe they would now. It's sort of like the old puppets. Anyways, Orant, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching and subscribing. That was nice.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be back on here again shortly. Anyways, so you remember the puppets we were looking up? What were they called? Kids on the Block?
Yeah.
They used to teach, I think they still do it, with the Muppet kind of puppets where they teach kids about disabilities and stuff and those sorts of things. Differently abled children, that kind of stuff. Well, when I was, I don't know if you know this or not, but when I was a kid I had epilepsy pretty bad.
I have heard that.
That's actually one of the ways that I started drawing a lot. I mean, my dad is always, he paints and stuff, but I really started drawing when I was little because it was one of the things that calmed me down. Like my brain, the processing, it would calm me down, and so I did a lot of drawing. But I had seizures, pretty bad. Well, I mean, they weren't like grand mals; they were complex partials. But I used to have quite a few of them throughout the day, and they started when I was like 4. I mean, like where it was, I think before that, but. And then I had them until I was about 8 years old. I had a really good neurologist, Dr. Guggenheim, and she helped a lot finding the right medications and dosages and stuff. And they were going to put me in special ed in school. I actually got tested, my IQ and different cognitive skills when I was in like kindergarten, first grade. But luckily I passed. Not that, well, yeah, I think at that point special ed maybe would have been difficult. But anyways, besides the point, I remember very distinctly there was a comic book. It wasn't like a comic book. It was like this little folded pamphlet that I was given when I went, I think, to Dr. Guggenheim. I'm not 100%. My parents would probably remember. But it was Seizure Man.
I know.
And that's what that librarian guy reminded me of. I think he just had a big S on his chest or something.
Because he looked like there?
No. I don't remember what his superpowers were exactly.
That he could have seizures?
He had super seizures. I don't remember exactly, but it was like an attempt to make kids feel, like okay with it was, I just think, but that's what that librarian guy reminded me of, was Seizure Man. I have no idea where that would be now. It wasn't like, it was just like it was like it wasn't a professionally published comic or anything. It was just sort of like a pamphlet kind of booklet. Anyways, I don't know if that's not PC or what, but it wasn't making fun of people who have seizure disorders, epilepsy and stuff. It was trying to make kids feel more, okay with it. But I just thought that's what that reminded me of. I had seizures until I was about 8 years old, and then somehow, I don't know that they never really explained it to me, how they stopped, and a lot of times those complex partials don't, and they come back when people go through puberty. So I have no idea what happened, but I got better. I healed my brain.
That's right. That was with your superior intellect. You just willed your brain
Because I'm not
into
hot.
submission.
Because I'm not super hot, so I have brain power. Oops, I bumped the camera. If I was attractive, then I would have seizures. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting at?
Talking about. You're very attractive, so then.
Whatever,
but
no.
then you just have such a strong willpower that you're attractive, and you also don't have seizures anymore.
Yeah, sounds to me like you're backtracking. You're saying if I was attractive, then I would. That's okay. I understand. We all have our limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Man's got to know his limitations. What movie is that from?
I have no idea.
Really? That's disappointing. It's from Dirty Harry.
What?
It's from Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood.
I'm sure I've seen that movie.
I know you have seen that movie. Whether you paid attention at all. I also probably know the answer to that.
What? Is that the one where...
You're probably like, why are all these people being so mean to each other? That's not how police officers really act.
And I'm sure they do.
Have you watched the original Dirty Harry? It's a good... I like that movie. But like, as far as like what... I know you watched it with me because we were talking about how police officers, like, he just goes around and shoots everybody.
Yeah, I think so.
And like there's no way that could ever... No, I think it was that, and we were watching Beverly Hills Cop. That was the other one, where it was like, there's no way.
Hills Cop, all they do is... they don't follow any procedures. They just go shoot stuff. Then they get sued.
Those were good movies. Did we ever watch we watched the second one, but I don't know that we ever watched the original.
Yeah.
We should watch the original one tonight. You'd appreciate that. You don't like any of the movies I watch.
I just found an Instagram post that's all about Sophia Loren's armpit hair. There's like 10 pictures of her armpit hair.
Isn't Sophia Loren, didn't she die also? Am I wrong?
Probably. I don't know. I think she'd be pretty old if she was still alive.
Or if she's like 95 and they're talking about her armpit hair.
Well, they don't even say that. They just said, like, Sophia Loren was such an iconic style person, but, like, look at all these pictures. They're all just her armpit hair.
Yeah.
Like, why do they have that?
I don't know, because people don't talk about stupid things.
But they don't even mention the armpit hair.
Okay, so there's without glare, pretty much. It's hard to tell on this TV because it's so blown out. I'll have to see if I can find the settings on it. But anyways, let me show. I think I'm going to kind of wind it down now that the music's dead and we're talking about...
Sorry.
I'm not...
Oh, I guess she's still alive.
Is she? She was in Grumpy Old Men. Remember? You've seen Grumpy Old Men, haven't you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard of it.
Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon. I think you would like that one. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The old guys are competing for the hot new lady that shows up. Okay. I'm gonna try to show this. I can keep from bumping the cameras. Let's see. So it's kind of dark. Sorry, but you can see how big this is. And kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know, I haven't spent that many hours on it. Oops. See, I still bumped the camera. Haven't spent that many hours on it. It's mostly just been on stream. So you've got that part. And then starting this guy. And honestly, like I'm going a lot slower than I would normally because of talking and trying to pay attention to different things. But anyways, I think I'll try to upload this to YouTube, the part that I actually recorded. If there's anybody who watches this on YouTube, there was like, you missed the first hour of this Twitch stream because I forgot to hit record. But yeah, anyways, we'll just keep after it. I don't know which day would be the best to stream. I would like to, if it works, do some YouTube streaming also and experiment with that and see. Because I don't know, but it seems like the art stuff on Twitch, to me, it just seems like it's sort of, it's not gone, but I don't think it has as strong of a presence as it did.
Yeah, that could
In
be
YouTube,
true.
there's definitely a pretty good presence of artists.
Mm-hmm.
And the algorithms on both they're not geared towards, I would think the YouTube algorithm's a little bit more geared towards artists than Twitch, because Twitch obviously is gaming,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty specific about that, whereas YouTube isn't. But I don't know that for sure. That's just kind of a guess. But yeah, we will see. I think, at least for me, because we don't really have the budget to go to a lot of conventions right now, doing the streaming stuff is sort of a better, like when I was doing it before, it's kind of a good way to show your work and kind of network with people. And I'm not super outgoing in general, shockingly.
What?
But I do like answering questions and talking to people, particularly on stream, because it's pretty low risk. Occasionally somebody will come on and say something rude.
What?
I had one time I had somebody come on and say something rude, and that was plenty for me.
What? What did they say? You suck? Bye?
No, I think I was streaming, and you weren't there, of course, and I was like doing it, and I was setting up, and I think I just started, and I wasn't looking, and this was before I had the TV as part of it. So it was like on my iPad or something, and I forgot to look over and check, and somebody had written like hi, and it was a person that wasn't like subscribed, or that I didn't recognize their screen name, and they were like hi, and then 2 seconds later they were like, "You're not answering me. Goodbye. I'm unsubscribing, or I'm never coming back on here," or something. It was like somebody who must have been like scrolling through different feeds, and they just like clicked and said.
Or maybe it was a Chinese robot trying to stir division among Americans.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess other than that, I really haven't had a lot of negative comments. But anyways, that's enough of that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie will be here. It's probably every once in a while, don't you think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes. I would like to update my cameras at some point if there's money for that, and like, I don't know. I don't really think I'm gonna be like a streamer, but I think it's nice to come on here and draw, and particularly with something like this where it might not be a priority right now because of my other stuff, but I can work on it on stream. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else you can think of? Okay. All right then.
You want me to tell a joke?
No. All right. Well, I will post on Instagram or something else probably next time before I actually stream, so people have a bit more of a heads up. And I will try to upload this to YouTube. Oh, I should put my YouTube channel on the header.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I do at the end, so jeffmart.com in the upper left corner, that's where you would go to get a commission from me. My commissions list is closed at the moment. I have 2 more big ones left to do, and then we'll open it back up. And then my Instagram is the top right, directly above my little head camera. But I'll put my YouTube page up on there once I have it, actually, once I confirm that it's working. And particularly if I'm going to post videos and stream to that, I'll put that on the little header up above everything too. But right now it's, so it's N Burr, B-I-R-R, just like my N Burr Artist on YouTube.
Oh, N Burr Artist, okay.
I believe
That's your new one?
Yeah, that's the new one I just set up today. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Enbirr is all one word. N-B-I-R-R. Artist.
There's no dots or underscores.
No.
Okay.
You didn't make me do that, so I didn't, to keep it simple. So anyways, this video, or part of it, will be there, which would be nice too, because these get deleted after 2 weeks. And I'm sure there's people that would love to watch these into posterity forever and ever while the internet survives.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Orient, for getting on the chat. Thanks, D. Rogers. You're always very supportive, and I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, this was kind of just an impromptu sort of quick stream. Turned up not being super quick, but all right. I gotta awkwardly go over here to the computer to shut it off. Let's see if should I do one of the ones where you like cut yourself off mid-sentence when you shut it down?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
Be saying something really important though.
Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me get... Okay, thanks everybody for